Hello, today I'm going to show how to farm rares on Levistras. Other servers you could probably just macro farming rares, but since there's no macros here, if you want to farm rares, this is the best way that I've found. So this requires Vis flagging, which is a 130 plus quest, Visidal I think it's called. And to get back there, you can take this portal by Ayan. And so let's go in. And this strategy works with, I would say, up to 8 characters, so 4 characters on each account. But I'm just going to show how to do it with 2 characters. So I have 2 characters here. Now, you can tie to this spot right here, and that can be helpful. So back when I was farming these a lot, all my characters' secondary tie was tied to this portal right here, which you can't summon, but you can recall to. Alternatively, you could just do what I just did, which will make it so now I can portal recall to this same portal, and it will take me right here. So that's what I'm going to do to show this, because I don't need to farm rares at the moment. You could technically take any of these, but my strategy was always to just do this one first. So just talking to the crystal, I'll talk on this other character as well. And there's a chest in each of these dungeons, which has a chance for a rare. And so when you come down here, you need to hit a lever on the side. Just running 2 characters, sorry if it's confusing. And it's this candle here, and then you go back up and go to the right here, and this door will be open. It's kind of short. So let me get this other character down there. And so now I have 2 characters here. Now I'll loot on 1 character. So I have the items that are in this chest are on my loot profile, so it will automatically pick whatever it is up. The important thing to look at is the burden. So it's, let's just say 931. If it's rare, it will go down by 5. So it is a rare, so it's 926 now. And then it just went back to 931. So I know that it just went up by 5. So there's another rare in here. Or there's a writ. So a writ is also 5 burden. But writs are kind of uncommon as well. So I just got 2 rares. Now I could take, 8 characters here, and then I have 8 chances at getting this rare. So it's 931 still, so there's another rare in there. So since I got rare on each account, I will just portal recall and go to the next dungeon here. So talking again. And then this dungeon, you usually have to kill a couple wisps, but it's really easy. One way to do it if you don't want to actually kill is you can put a summon right here. It'll kill this wisp, and it will run down. Usually, if I wasn't standing there so long, it would run down and kill this one as well. But I'll just kill it. As that one's running, I'm going to run this one, but you don't really have to multitask like this. And there's a little like 2-way split here, and the chest is just on the right. Get out of the way. Okay, so this one's burden is 745. So I will loot it, and it'll go down to 740. I'll recall out. Then let me get rid of this. Let's see what burden it's at now. So 790, so it went up by 50. So that means that there is a portal gem in here. A lot of the portal gems are 50 burden. It can also be 10. There's an item that's 10 burden. But see all these gems here. I'm using the 3rd portal while I do this. All these gems are 50 burden each, and all these actually take you to another chest, which I'll talk about later. And so I'm just going to run this character down. Now, usually what I'll do if this is 50 burden and I don't want the item, I want the rare, I'll just run the character to the next chest, and within a few minutes this chest here will reset its burden, so I have like an extra chance at getting a rare. I don't really need to open it because I know there's not a rare in there, so might as well just wait and try to get a rare. But you know, you could open it and hope you get a portal gem, which you can get like 8 characters. If you're quick, you can get 8 characters shoved into one portal, so 8 characters with another chance at a rare. And these 3 gems, and also one I don't have at the moment, Burning Veil, which looks like a little crown. So there's 4 technically. That will take you to one of these chests with a rare, or a chance at a rare. The compass will take you to one of these chests, and it only drops these 50 burden items, so they don't drop rares, but you know, you can get more portal gems if you wanted to do that. The black glass array takes you kind of near rented training weapons, or tentacle weapons. It takes you actually near Seas of Power, but it takes you, you know, to Obsidian Plains. Now this chest has probably changed burden. Yep, now it's 929, so I'll loot it. And yeah, now there's a rare in here, so it's perfect. And it went to 924. Let's see what it does. You know, you don't need to see what it is, but 929. So there's another rare in there. So if I had another character that was following this one, they can grab that. But usually I just do 2 characters at once and then log on the next 2 characters. So I probably normally would have looted this already. Let's see though. 629, if there's a rare. So if it goes back to 629 burden, there's another rare in there. And it did. So this is good luck. I did this on just 2 characters and a rare in each one, so quite lucky this time. So there's 6 rares right there. And if I were doing this with, let's say, 8 characters, which is more time consuming, but you know, that would give me 4 times the amount of rare chances. And then could shove them into all these portals, which all have another rare or a chance in another rare. If you're auto looting, you could also just jump in and use the chest, but that's fine. So let's see, I have all these rares. I'll show you these other portals. The Corrupted Skull doesn't stack, but you can still get a bunch of them. Floating Towers, so this one's the easiest, I would say, or the closest chest. You do not even have to move. So you come in here, let me turn on my VSense so I don't even have to click this. So the chest is right on the other side. I just hit R, black glass array. I didn't look at the burden. 99, not sure if it's changed already. Yeah, 104, so there's a rare in there or a writ. It is a rare. And I could have, you know, 8 characters here and get this chest super easy, don't even have to move. So this is probably the best one. Let me put this up. Let me show you the next one. You don't even have to move. You can just summon from here. And I use the gateway. And so I would be able to shove 8 more characters into that portal, which would take me here. So this one you do have to cross a little bridge, and this was called Seething Skull, which takes you to the floating bridge. So you just have to run across the way. And you know, you could kill these so they don't annoy you, but they don't do much damage. 748. And it will change its burden before you even close the menu here. So 793, so there's a portal gem here, but I'm not going to waste time waiting. Let's hope it's a Burning Veil so I could show that. Nope. This one takes you to the portal you can get to from Caul, but not very helpful. So that one's done. Let's go to the next one, Shadow Curse Totem. It's just showing 2 here because 1 is below somewhere, which the ones that are below you actually have to have a key for, so not helpful. But you just go down here, and here it is, 918. Let's go down. I think you could just run down, you know, further, but you can also just jump here. And oh, don't slide off. 918, so there's another rare in there. Looted from this side. Cool, so I have 4 rares, this character has 5 rares. So there's 9 rares already. The Burning Veil gem that I don't have would take you to the last one, which you need to be Caul flagged for. Let me see where my Caul recall is. You probably see it. Arlenth, nope. Oh yeah, Singularity Caul. So I will skip the video here and just show me arriving there. So you don't actually like the easiest way is to just use the portal gem, but if you wanted to run, it's not very a long run. It's just to the center here. But I will skip the video showing me arriving to that last chest. Here I am coming up on the spot. So I think if you used a portal gem, you'd spawn like right here or something. And it's just in this tower here, up top. Now this is probably the most dangerous spot of the bunch, but yeah, I mean, nothing's hitting me, so I'm okay. So 335, there is another rare in there. Let me get over this character, run him up. And 340, didn't I say 345? Oh, 335? I'm already forgetting. So there might be a 10 burden. If this went down to 330, there's a 10 burden, a useless gem in here. Yep. So this is a 10 burden useless gem. I'll just use it. And that's all the places. Like I said, you could use this Antiquated Compass. So I guess not all the places, but there's no rares in the chest that's at the Antiquated Compass, but there are other portal gems. Oh, that character, I did it right before this, trying to find a Burning Veil, which I didn't. And Soul Chalice, this is not needed. So that's basically how to farm rares. I got 11, and that was only on these 2 characters. And I guess you could show how to gamble these real quick. I like, well, really any gambling place would work, but I'll be here at the show one, and it's upstairs. You would just give the rare exchanger MMDs. Takes 2 MMDs, you give him the rare, and yes, you can just gamble. I'm just using my give key. Gamble all the rares that you don't want, and that's a useful one, and put them all on a mule. So that is, I think you can actually, there might be a decal plugin that will do this if you have a ton of rares that you're doing this with all the time. But I haven't done that. Yep, that's basically how to farm rares. I guess the only thing I left out was some people get 1 more rare from, I think it's like Grael Spear, the level 150 quest that's in Valley of Death, which you can flag for and then not turn in and just use the portal there to go to the end. You kill the final guy there, Grael, and that chest always gives you a rare. So you can get one more rare if you were to do that, but back when I was rare farming, I didn't do that. I just did what I just showed you on a bunch of different characters. So, yep, that is how to farm rares on Levistras. All right.